Hello and welcome to Dungeons. I'm going to be starting a new campaign today.
I have to hurry and warn my master before it's too late. As usual, he'll be sitting on his crystal throne in the lower level, doing nothing. Right then, off we go now. How did that go? I'd better have a look in the manual. I can't understand a single word of this senseless chatter. Whatever. I have to find the stairs down.
Dungeons is basically a dungeon keeper spiritual successor. This is not the normal gameplay. I very rarely take control of characters and move them around like this. Usually you have the top-down perspective, like an isometric view.
Don't these tunnels ever end? Talk about walking yourself to death. For the life of me, I'll never understand why heroes always want to visit our dungeons. If I were a dungeon lord, I wouldn't have to waste my time running around like this. But my time will come. I could keep getting lost in these damn tunnels, although it's just one long passageway.
Okay, so it's just talking about the mini-map. So you can see it is just a long passageway. Okay. I like the game series. There are 4 games, well, technically 5 games in the series.
Wonderful. I finally reached the Master's dungeon. He can only build things here in his own area of influence. Everything in this area belongs to him, no matter who built it. So, another look at the manual. What? Damn! I could have had a better overview all along. Apparently, there's been a spell on me the whole time. Well, it's time to put an end to that, let me tell you.
So this red flame that you see going across the ground, it's actually a circular area that is, it denotes the area of influence that the dungeon master has, or that you have. So you can see it's a big circle.
Now that's what I call an overview.
Okay, when I say that it has 5 games, so it has this game, there's a DLC for this game, there is a standalone sequel to this game called Dungeons Dark Lords, I think. And then there's Dungeons 2, Dungeons 3, and Dungeons 4.
Good. There are the stairs heading down. All I have to do now is use the lever beside the gate. I'd have a closer look at the thing, but the manual says something stupid about selecting things with a mouse. And I have absolutely no idea what they're going on about.
So Dungeons came out in 2011, if I remember correctly.
Your faithful servant is sure to reach you soon.
Okay. This is all tutorial.
And done. Master, I, your faithful servant, Mr. Sidekick, wish to warn you. Your treacherous, devious girlfriend, Calypso, is planning to overthrow you.
So, is that what I'm planning? I'll leave you alone with your little toy, honeycakes. I have to look after my dungeon.
Master, I'm heartbroken. Obviously, I was misinformed. Please forgive me.
It's over here. Oh, that's Fire Angel. Okay. Hi, Abel. No.
I was right. That treacherous Calypso opened all the entrances to the surface and lured countless heroes into the dungeon. Attack!
Oops, how clumsy of me. I do hope you can deal with this plethora of heroes, dear, for otherwise you'll lose your throne and then I'd be forced to move up. Oh, by the way, it's over between us.
Master, it looks bad. I'm afraid you've already gotten a bit rusty. I will try to outline to you briefly how it works. Unlike some keepers, dungeon lords such as yourself, Master, are very interested in seeing heroes stream into their dungeon. For not only do heroes carry gold with them, they also collect soul energy. But they only collect the latter when they're enjoying themselves. It is therefore imperative for us to first satisfy those heroes and then cut them down. Pretend the heroes are like little pigs. We cherish and feed them until they become happy and fat, and then... well, you know. By the way, Master, your buddy, Diablo, works exactly the same way. He throws the hero whatever scraps they need to amuse themselves and sends them just enough monsters to ensure that they have an exciting but survivable struggle. Okay, maybe he hasn't quite gotten the knack of cutting the heroes down at the right moment, and usually ends up losing out in the end. But hey, let's face it, you are way more competent than that Diablo. In this particular case, the pigs are in the majority and heavily armed, so I would suggest we make a strategic withdrawal. Build as many prestige gimmicks as possible. This will make you more powerful and help us to escape. We should hurry. We need to reach a different level before someone manages to destroy your dungeon heart.
Okay. As you can tell, they're very chatty. Over here, we've got the dungeon gimmicks. So what we can do is we can throw down dungeon gimmicks and they will interest the heroes and sort of determine where they go and what they look at, because they're like, ooh,
Excellent
gimmicks.
work, Master. I think you should now at least be strong enough to escape. Those are the stairs we need to reach before your dungeon heart is destroyed. We have to go through this gate. It can be opened using a lever in the vicinity.
They do have a lot of moments that are very much, you just stand around and you wait for the next script to trigger. So let me see, where is, I'm over here. I did tab to do that, by the way. This is the dungeon heart. I'm guessing this is like a dungeon lord, dungeon master of some sort. Not I don't, what is it? Dungeon guardian. I think that's what they're called. And I'm supposed to get to these stairs, which are...
Master, someone's attacking you.
Yeah. I have to find the stairs, which is very annoying. Because they're always shifting the camera around on this tutorial stage, which makes it hard to figure out where you're supposed to go. Up here. Maybe? Yeah, here. Okay. So this is the lever. I pulled the lever, opens the door, and you go that way. I feel like this was made almost like an indie game sometimes, where or like a high schooler's game.
Work, Master. Now there's almost nothing in our...
Because they don't explain things very well. Okay. Now I fight these guys, and down here at the bottom you can see I have spells. since this is the tutorial, I'm not really in any real danger. But a lot of the game does have all this jabbering and whatnot going on, which when you're playing solo is great, but when you're trying to talk is not great. And if I don't have anything to talk about, it's great. But I feel like this game is a little bit of a departure from Dungeons 2, but maybe Dungeons 3 onward is closer to the original. I've mostly played Dungeons 2. Dungeons 2 is my favorite of the series. I did play a little bit of Dungeons 3, and I played some of the standalone expansion, which I mistook for a remaster of this game. And I was like, oh, I went to play the remaster, and then I played that, and I was like, man, they don't explain anything. And now I'm playing this, and oh, well, they don't explain anything in this, but at least it makes sense why the other one didn't make any sense to me. But I managed.
Master, we made it! We escaped! However, I'm afraid you lost your throne and are no longer Prince of the Underworld, but rather simply a dungeon lord in the catacombs again. But fear not, Master. We will soon have you back on your feet, and then we will carve you a path back to the throne. And then, well, of course, we will take our hideously cruel revenge on Calypso. But before we can do that, you will first have to gather new strength and power. Let us plunge the land into chaos and distraction.
Okay, so we have
Calypso has betrayed you, but she won't be on your throne for long. Recover your strength and exact your terrible revenge on her.
I don't know why the camera is clipping into stuff. There was a red circle thing that you saw. That's the dungeon heart. That's kind of what you're protecting, or that is what you're protecting. There's no kind of about it.
Yum Yumville. Ugh, those greedy halflings from Yum Yumville are an annoying folk, Master. They are constantly celebrating some festival or another, and laughing and singing and dancing. Ugh. But soon we'll put an end to all that. You see, I have found out that there's an artifact in the underworld that could help us. The Seeds of Discord. Master, I propose that we set out to find this artifact. First, you will gain in power for your coming revenge. And secondly, it should be fun imparting a little momentum to these repulsively pacifist halflings.
5 months, let's go.
Hey Froggy, thanks for 5 months. That's awesome. So this is Yum Yumville. There's a whole bunch of Lord of the Ring references in this game. So if you are familiar with Lord of the Rings, you might be able to pick some of them out. And nice to see you, Froggy. Thanks for dropping in.
Master, I hope you've recovered somewhat from our escape. Your dungeon heart is already pulsating with an ominous light and is eagerly awaiting souls. I think it would be best if you were to start work immediately, Master. Those disgusting halflings provide entire countries with their disgusting delicacies, making the surface dwellers fat and happy. We are practically obliged to put an end to that. The Seeds of Discord will ensure that the halflings will soon have other things on their minds. Master, I would suggest that you first bring all of the monster shelters under your control. That should make it easier to search for the Seeds of Discord. Unfortunately, the monsters in the surrounding area are extremely uncooperative. I'm afraid you'll have to pound some sense into them.
Hey, up to 8 concurrent, soon 10, then a 100, then the world.
Hey, Crazy Fire Triangle, thank you for the prime. So right here we have, this is like a little prison area. And over here we have an old tower. Old tower is what you need to make bats, vampire bats. So what we have to do, and as far as I've played, you never do this again. But we have to take out these bats, and then we stand on this and use this ability, which is convert pentagram. I would imagine it would be something that would pop up more regularly in a PvP kind of situation, like player versus player, two dungeon masters fighting against each other. But by these pentagrams are how the monsters are summoned, and then this tells you what you can summon.
Excellent work, Master. Just look how your area of influence has increased. Yet remember that you're very vulnerable when converting a pentagram. During the process, even a lousy bat can pose a real danger and can interrupt your spell. Master, you just acquired a new monster shelter in your area of influence. A monster shelter gives a specific type of monster, well, shelter. Once you bring a shelter under your control, you can build pentagrams for that particular type of monster. Furthermore, shelters increase your population points, which you need to build pentagrams. Master, next you should build some pentagrams of your own to expand your area of influence and bring the remaining monster shelters under your control. This, however, requires gold. The best way to get gold is from heroes who come in through an entrance into your dungeon.
Okay, so monster shelters are like a combination of population as well as barracks kind of things, and then you can build over here. You can build pentagrams, and these pentagrams let you summon different stuff. I wonder why they threw away the Dungeon Keeper IP. They made a crappy mobile game when they easily could have killed with something like this. Yeah, I don't know why they threw it away either. I feel that way about Ark the Lad, though. I do think that they kind of ruined that series.
Master, look, a goblin has been imprisoned there. While these cute little characters aren't particularly blessed with brains, they do provide a lot of muscle power. If you free him, he will surely serve you well.
The the second PlayStation 2 game, where they totally changed what that type of game was, ruined the series. And then they did make a mobile game that was not great, but it at least was closer to the original roots.
Master, see how grateful the creature is. It fawns over you as if you were its mother. You could probably have him jump off a cliff, and he'd do it with a smile. But of course, we still need him for your sinister plans. Dig through to this treasure chamber so that the heroes from the first entrance can take their fill and collect valuable soul energy.
I did. I actually have been looking at playing Evil Genius on stream. I played Evil Genius, and I played a few different games that are similar to this. Okay. So by building this here, I will have an expanded territory that goes into this area. The bats, you can see here, they give you a big area of vision and a big area of influence, and each one is 2 points of your population, which is up here. So you've got population, you have prison cells, which are here, and you have goblins, who are these little worker dudes that go around. You can summon more. They are on a cooldown. Okay. And what's the next thing I need to dig? I've dug this. Need to get up here, I think. Let's do like that. And then I open this. Heroes will come down.
Excellent work, Master. Now it would be best if you were to pull back a bit and let the heroes stream into your dungeon. For heroes not only bring gold into your dungeon, but soul energy as well. Although heroes only generate soul energy when amusing themselves in your dungeon.
You can think of soul energy. Yeah, it's like a spiritual successor. You can think of soul energy a bit like happiness. So you're basically harvesting joy and happiness from the heroes.
Master, you have just completed an achievement for which you have received a scroll.
Scrolls are spells that you can cast once, which are here in the grimoire. I got that one. Teleport to Dungeon Heart would probably be good to have there. You do level up your character, you get stat points, and you get attribute points. I'm curious if I bring that into my area of influence. I need gold to do, and I have to wait for them.
Oh, look! There's the first hero already! Just let him greedily stuff his bags full of gold, Master. You know how it goes. Satisfied heroes have more of that lovely soul energy.
So what makes her happy is treasure. She really likes collecting gold. So she'll come down here and she'll grab money. First she has to defeat the bats. There is no fast forwarding. Okay. Looks like she'll come over here and get this gold, which is probably better. I feel like this gold is in a bad place. You see her soul energy building up, and you can see it here. So she has a maximum of 29 soul energy. Is she going to collect any more gold? She's just gonna stand there? What's going on? This girl's coming down. She's collecting gold. I think they're expecting that I would defeat her already. Okay. This hero is content. I can defeat them.
Sweet
Okay.
soul energy. Master, when you defeat a hero, you only get a fraction of their soul energy. But the prison will let you squeeze out the rest of it too. By the way, Master, there are different types of prison cells. Not only do they differ in size, but there is also a difference in how fast they squeeze the soul energy out of the heroes imprisoned in them. Oh yes, please put him into prison quickly. You see, all that lovely soul energy diminishes over time, and that would be such a waste.
Okay, so the goblins, they're going to pick up these unconscious heroes. Here, let's take this one out too. They're going to put them in the jail cell, and then they just get harvested for their soul energy, for their joy and happiness. Can I... Yeah, I could dig here to expand it this way. Can I even make a second one? I can. We do that. I kind of want to delete these. Am I able to replace them though? I'm not.
Excellent work, Master. The soul energy is now slowly being squeezed out of the heroes. Let us carry on and open another entrance. Have your goblin dig a tunnel through to connect it to your dungeon. Master, look, the gate. It's opening. You obviously did something right.
One of the issues with these early missions is that you don't have access to a lot of stuff, and that also means that you cannot necessarily replace things that they give you for free. So, for example, I cannot replace these treasure chests. Okay, and they want me to come over here and open the pathway here. This lady has passed out. Can I upgrade? Okay, I can at least get one more goblin. Because her soul energy is basically diminishing right now. Because I don't have a goblin who's...
Work, Master. The entrance is now connected to your dungeon. Before you open the entrance, however, you should spend some time preparing to meet the expected hero's needs. If you look around, I'm sure you'll notice that treasure chest over there. Unfortunately, it's still empty and must first be filled by your servants. However, your servants only fill treasure chests that are within your area of influence, Master. This is actually a rather wise idea. Or they would just trundle your hard-grafted gold to any old opponent in the area. Build some pentagrams to bring the treasure chests into your area of influence, and your goblins will start to fill them, Master.
And part of why they're not collecting them...
Master, you've built a new prison. Excellent! Now your dungeon has room for even more customers.
Part of why they weren't doing it is I didn't have enough prison space. So now I've got more prison space. I will say, as much as I enjoy the chattiness when I am playing this by myself, it is very annoying when I'm trying to play this on stream. Over here we have rats that I could get. What do I want to do this? I could have it come down like this. Okay, these bats here are great for protecting that. This is the next thing that I want to get in my area of influence.
Master, you have just received a skill point and attribute points.
Okay. He's got lots of soul energy. I need to take him out. Up here at the top, he just mentioned level up. Up here at the top, you can see this is the level of the heroes. This is the level of my monsters. Okay, and down here, you can see it's red. That means I cannot place it. It's green. I can place it. Okay, now that I've got these bats here, my population, this, so I sold that one, so that way I could place another one. So I do need gold to do it, which means I have to defeat this guy, take his gold, and then I can put a new one down over here. Very hard to see. There we go.
Master, that old bag of bones, sometimes called the Zombie King, seems to have something to say. Might I remind you that the old skeleton is, at least temporarily, until you've accumulated enough power, still your boss?
Did I have a good sleep? Oh! Where are my skeletons? They were just there a minute ago.
Master, it looks like a few unfriendly-looking skeletons just entered your dungeon.
Really? Wonderful. Please take care of it. Even if they are brainless, I cannot tolerate that kind of insubordination in my army.
You'd best strike down this mutinous pack quickly, Master, before they can do any more damage.
Okay, so over here, this is where the skeletons are coming in. Come over, I take them out. And I do have access to these skeletons now, and my population has increased. Sell that. Okay, so I'm gonna put another one up here, like right here-ish. Let's do that. Okay, the skeletons have been dealt with, so I can come over here. I can.
Master, one of your goblins is filling up that treasure chest. I think you can open the hero's entrance now.
Sometimes I just really wish they would shut up. Over here. I come over here, I will take out the rats. I will take this rat thing as my own. Pick up all this gold. We have happy heroes over here. I need to defeat. I do feel like early on there's a whole lot of micromanaging, and later on there's way less micromanaging. This is, I feel like this is a very poorly made dungeon. Let's come over here. I'm not opening this because I'm trying to get all of this stuff done first. We do have a good amount of soul energy, which is nice. Wow, I can't make any of these. They really do limit you a lot early on. Oh, there we go. There. Delete that one. All right. So now we have the rats here. There is an extra prison cell up here. But we've got the rats, we have the undead, and we've got the bats. So we have everything available to us at this moment.
Some of the Zombie King's skeletons escaped again, Master. Should you stray too far from your dungeon heart, you can use the teleport to dungeon heart spell. Open your spell book and drag the spell into your quick bar, and you can use it from there.
So I've already done that. That would be here, and then this is the teleport, and it's right here on my 9. Yeah, I figured that they were going to come up again, so do that. We've got these bats who are going to spawn. I need to wait for a little bit more gold. Okay. Defeated all of them. I'm going to open this. Eventually we can use the dungeon heart to increase our monster's level, but we're not quite there yet.
There seems to be something hidden back there, Master. I have the feeling that we need to bring all of the monsters in the area under our control before we can carry on here. Try and bring all of the monster shelters in the area under your control.
And I've already done that. Let's... I need more gold. Okay, these guys are happy, and I need to get them before they leave. So he's trying to leave right now, and he's probably going to try to leave in a second too. Okay, one down. And another one down. They do have gold in the walls, like right here. Let's see if I can collect all this. Okay, I'm gonna put skeletons here. He's going to attack me, which is fine. My prison has 2 of 4. Okay. And then let's come over here. This is an armory, so there will be heroes at points who point armor. There will also be heroes that point knowledge. This is a library for them. Okay, let me go take that out. It's still letting me destroy it. So why not? Oh, this one. This is the one that I'm missing.
I don't mean to disturb you, but you're under attack.
Yeah.
This chest's magical powers have granted you a skill point.
Great. Get +1 skill point. Skill point.
Some of the Zombie King's skeletons escaped again, Master.
Yeah. So sometimes they do repeat themselves. That was him repeating himself again. Skill points are here. Berserker's Rage, I feel like is pretty good. Let's take her out, and then I need to go take out these skeletons. Okay, over here we have this guy who's quite happy, and I'm not happy that he's happy. That means he might leave. We can't have that.
That's another monster shelter under your control.
It's not under my control yet. Yeah, let's take him out.
Oh, Master, look! This chest must hold the seeds of discord. Open the chest and take the artifact.
Okay, the seeds of discord, which I will get after I defeat this guy. I come over here and I get the seeds of discord.
Excellent. With the seeds of discord, we can, well, sow a little discord. I could almost burst with anticipation when I think of those fat halflings flailing away at one another with their thick little fingers. Yeah. Oh, when you sow the seeds of discord, Master, you really sow the seeds of discord. Just look at those halflings yell and fight among themselves. Nobody there is in the mood for song and celebration anymore. Where once you heard laughter, you now hear shouts of rage. Talk about music to your ears. And you've gained a little power in the process. I can feel the day of your revenge coming closer already.
All right, so we will continue. I like the intros and the outros that they give. It's the constant jabbering during the gameplay that can be a little annoying sometimes.
Pleasant Creek. The mere mention of that oh-so-peaceful place makes my corns throb, Master. Although, to be honest, with inhabitants as simple-minded as these, it must have been created to be subjugated by your reign of terror, and to increase your power for the glorious day on which you exact your terrible revenge on that traitor, Calypso. It would be so simple, but there's just one problem. A good-hearted magician named Magnus Pollenpicker. This self-appointed champion of good protects the region from dastardly evil characters. People like us, Master. I'd recommend that you deal with this paltry little problem personally. It would be best if we dug our way into the cellar of his manor and lured him down there. The next bit should be pretty obvious.
Okay.
Ah, Master, it's a good thing you're finally here. I hope you were able to sweeten your well-earned break after that last battle against the forces of good with a few drinks and a few diabolic plans. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find that goody two-shoes Magnus Pollen Picker's cellar. As you may recall, he's the poor good-natured magician we want to do away with. Master, as luck would have it, there are a number of underground guard posts in the area. I'm sure the use of a little excessive force could persuade them to spit out the information. Maybe along with a few teeth. Master, you can now build some things yourself, such as pentagrams and piles of treasure. I recommend that you create a couple of vampire bat pentagrams, as they provide you a great deal of visibility. Then you should set up some treasure piles to motivate the heroes. In addition, you can now also place prestige gimmicks, Master. Just try it out and place one of them. You know that prestige makes you stronger. It also provides you with new options for construction.
Okay, one other thing that they don't mention about prestige is if there is prestige on the map and you put it in your influence, then you gain control of that prestige. And that is how you can do some of these very quickly. Let me summon some goblins. Okay, over here you can see this is a bunch of gold. They never mention the gold either, I feel like. But you can actually harvest all of this gold over here. And if you stand near the goblins, because they're going to bring it either to you or to the dungeon heart. So if you are nearby, they bring it to you. You can speed things up a little that way. And you can see how much gold they are mining. I am currently collecting gold. Okay, over here, we've got these prestige items, which I can put down. And when I get enough, I'll be able to build other prestige items. And here we've got piles of gold as treasure chests as the treasure reward things that they want. Really, I might want to expand the dungeon like that, the prison. Okay, move a little closer. This is one guard post and this is another guard post. So these are the two areas we're going to be going for. Over here we do have a lot of gold that we can harvest. Another goblin. And we have enough soul energy. We can actually make our monsters stronger already, but we don't have any monsters yet. We don't have any monsters because we don't have any prestige. So what I need to do is put down prestige items.
Excellent work, Master. Keep building prestige gimmicks to increase your power.
Okay. So there are lots of these little prestige items. There are these braziers, which are like lights that are on the wall, and they do provide a little bit of light. There are these little skeletons chained up. There are piles of bones. There are these pits like for adventurers. So you could put one like in the middle. That. It's like a little campfire that adventurers, maybe at some point they came down here, they did that. Put down a campfire or something. You can put down uncomfortable chairs. It's not like they'll use them, they'll just look at them. Then let's do a pile of bones. Oh, and you hold the mouse down to rotate. That's something that they don't tell you, and it is kind of important for some aspects of making your dungeons. Okay, now I've unlocked this second row. So what I can do, and you can see that the dungeon heart is closer than I am. So they're going to the dungeon heart instead of to me. What I can do with, I don't even remember what I was saying. I can increase this. So now that I've got enough gold and prestige to do this, I put one down. I wanted to put one down over here. I need this area cleared out. I'm going to get all of this gold as well. This is a lot of gold here. What I can do, I can make them stop. And we can come over here and get this carved out. This path is for later. This is a hero's door. This is a hero's door. Okay. So I need 20 prestige for them. This now gives me +5 for each sarcophagus that I put down. That's 2 that I have placed. So I am now at 20, which means I can now have skeletons. All right. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so I'm going to put down skeletons here and here.
A new hero's entrance has been opened.
Here. I open that hero's entrance, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open this one as well. They do have to build the pentagrams.
You have opened a new entrance, Master.
Okay. And, what we will want to do, the pathway like this. All right, let's put some bats over here just to give us a little bit of extension, and then I can grab these. Okay. Sell this, and you can see, boom, I'm already at 218 prestige because all of these really fancy, expensive things are now in my influence. Okay. I am going to increase the monster level to 4. Okay, we're digging our way
Some
over to
heroes
this.
have pretty strange needs. This hero admits his masochistic urges which are satisfied when he takes damage from monsters during combat.
All right, so now we have heroes that have multiple things they like. He likes to suffer damage, and he also likes to find gold.
Master, look over there. A hero is admiring one of your prestige gimmicks. It's certainly interesting to see how heroes like to go from one prestige gimmick to the next to admire them. You can use this information to influence how heroes move through your dungeon.
What he means is you can put down prestige gimmicks to make heroes go a certain way. Here, I'm going to put a bunch of gold right here, like that. This guy is going this way, which is not the way I want him to go. So what I need to do is I need to put prestige gimmicks that would be appealing to him in this direction. So they're coming this way. I could also just put like vampire bats. There we go. He's collecting gold. Oh, now he's fighting skeletons. They will attack your little goblin dudes, which is not great. It does happen, but it's not ideal. Okay. All right. Let's take this guy out. Take him out. We will be able to get his soul energy. Then we can, I guess we can take him out as well. And by defeating them, any gold that they collected from like the treasure chest, we get back, in addition to gold that they already have on them. Right now, we are basically just waiting for this prestige. I do need another prison cell. So this is an example of if you don't know how to rotate things, you would not be able to have prison cells oriented in this direction. They're over here and I'm getting soul energy from them. There are items later that will increase how much soul energy you get from the guys in the prison, but that's later. Okay, right now she's barely taking any damage. Heroes have gotten stronger. Okay.
I never back up unless it's to get a attack.
All right. She is taking some damage and that's satisfying her soul energy. I could do, put a pile of gold here. And for prestige items, let's put a prestige item over here like that. All right, so I don't want her going that way. I want her going for the gold. Yes. And she saw me, so she's going to fight me now. Okay, over here. Let's put that. Let's head over to our dungeon. We have one of 4. would be nice if we could have one more prison. I'm gonna have to go up one more. Don't have to, but I'm going to. Gonna put one down over here. Once he's done digging. Okay. That there. Now we do this here. This one's pretty straightforward. You just fight them.
Down with the monsters.
This at the bottom, this is our health, by the way. Which, if we are in our area of influence, I believe that's how we regain hit points. I can come over here to my bats, and my bats will protect me for a minute. Offer some amount of protection. And this is going to be something that comes up later.
Oh no, don't hurt me. I'm much too low in level to die.
There we go.
Then tell us everything you know about Magnus Pollenpicacella and how we can lure that magician out.
The cellar is well hidden underground, and the only doors leading in are tightly locked. If you actually make it in, you should sow chaos and destruction. That's sure to bring him running. After all, that's where he stores important items for his experiments.
All right. So that's one half of what we needed to find out. Let's hang out here for a second. Now we need to come over here. If you are stuck, just remember you can dig here. They have this gate. One of these guys is going to run in here. You dig here to get through that. Let's just be aware of that.
Yes.
Okay, he's coming over here looking at all this prestige stuff.
There comes my level up.
I'm gonna put some bats over here. Grab this guy.
Down with the monsters.
Do I do more skeletons over here? That might be nice. All right, we have all of these guys that are quite don't have enough soul energy yet, to be honest. Kind of pointless to kill them. Okay, let's put down. Here we go.
This is where you're hiding and building your miserable little dungeon.
We're doing our best.
It seems that's not good enough. But never mind. I have started a widows and orphans fund for the undead. The gold collected provides these poor undead creatures with care and nurturing, giving them a better future. However, it is just a little short on gold right now. I'm sure you want to donate, A lot of gold. I hope that your donation will soon arrive at my treasury. Use the sacrificial column to transfer me the gold.
Okay, so that's what this is. This is the sacrificial column. So he wants 200 gold. We have almost 800. It's not a big deal. If we don't do it, I believe that monsters come from this area. I'm not sure. I've always just done it because this one is super easy to do.
Wonderful. Thanks to this gold, I can open an undead orphanage where little zombies can innocently play.
That sounds extremely, tempting, O Lord of the Mindless Hordes. Unfortunately, we must now see about dealing with that Magnus pollen picker.
Okay, so yeah, they have an interesting sense of humor. I would say it's a pretty good sense of humor. It's funny, but I think because I've heard it, it doesn't crack me up as much.
Uh-oh, we're under attack. I think this is the time for a strategic withdrawal.
Also, the humans have horrible voice acting.
That rotten coward has locked himself in. I'm afraid you won't be able to use the door.
I think every single human has horrible voice acting. If your path is blocked, there may still be a way around the obstacle. Like that. Okay, let's see if I can pull him over.
The wimps around here are so cowardly, it's almost not worth the effort of beating information out of them. But only almost. Talk, you! How can we get into Magnus Pollenpicker's cellar?
Unfortunately, I have no idea whatsoever. But wait, don't hurt me. I can help you. There's a fence running around the underworld here who sells all sorts of illegal stuff. He can help you for sure. All you have to do is give him the secret password.
Interesting. Very interesting. Master, I think we should talk to that fence.
Okay. So what he's gonna want is he's gonna want gold. This kind of gold, I believe. 3 rotten chests full of gold. Once I have taken care of these pesky humans, you can come over here. He will say, what's the password? I'll give him the password.
Psst. What's the secret password?
Swordfish? The password is swordfish? Oh.
Excellent. What are you looking for? I can get you anything that even hints of illegality.
We need a key to get into Magnus Pollenpicker's cellar.
I can help you there. However, it won't come cheap. I'm going to want a lot of gold for that. Best would be if you were to just pile it up in heaps here in this room, so that I can count it. I'd like 3 fully loaded, rotten chests of gold in this room. As soon as they're in my room, fully loaded, I'll either tell you where you can find the key, or give it to you myself.
Oh, Master, we unfortunately can't be sure that we can simply beat the information or even the key out of him. I would therefore suggest that we fulfill this boar's wishes and get the gold. After all, we're talking about a much greater evil here.
Okay. I'm good. How are you doing?
Look, Master, there are two heroes talking about your dungeon. You should keep a sharp eye on that kind of thing, for if a hero is in a bad mood, he can quickly pass it on to others around him. Ill-tempered heroes are generally no longer impressed by your dungeon, but rather want to destroy your beloved dungeon heart instead. You may end up having to cut that kind of troublemaker out of the herd and eliminate them.
Okay. They are coming over towards the dungeon heart, which is mildly concerning. But yes, hi, I'm good. How about you? How are you doing? Okay, he's coming over here. Not ideal for him to be in that area, just because it's annoying. It's too close to the heart. All right, 300 prestige is pretty good. Okay. Take him out. This is hopefully going to be a decent chunk of soul energy I'm getting.
Taste my +1 sword.
And I know, technically I know where to go. It's right here. There are points where enemies just become kind of annoying because of how frequently they come by. All right, we've got 900 gold. What he wants is he wants us to put 3 gold chests over there. Okay, all I can do is wait for this. This takes a while. Okay. Is there anything else around here that I can do or that I would like to do before we finish this? I could dig all this out. That could be fun.
Piles of gold. Wonderful. I have managed to have a copy of the original key made in the meantime. However, I forgot to mention earlier that while the key will let you open the gates, a powerful protective spell still surrounds the area, making the walls impenetrable. You're going to have to find a way to deal with that.
Oh, it's just one thing after another. Master, I think this shield is going to be a hard nut to crack. However, it shouldn't pose a problem for a prestigious dungeon lord such as yourself. That is, if you are prestigious enough. Master, once you've collected enough prestige, you should be able to use it to shatter the spell surrounding the cellar. Master, come over here. Then we'll see if you can break the spell.
Yep. Cold, tired, and waiting for Dynasty Warriors Origins DLC. Cool. I have not played a Dynasty Warriors game in a very long time. I have played them in China though. Right, let me increase my points. And let's do so. Let's do 5 here, 5 here, and 4. How about that? And then we're gonna do improved defense. What's this one? Light in the darkness. Nah. 8 skill points. Focus on some of those. Freeze, no. Improve monsters and traps. Cost of monsters and traps minus 5%. Monster hit points plus 2%. Yeah. Sounds pretty good. So now I've got better monsters and traps. Which I don't even have traps yet.
Master, it would seem the power of your presence alone has weakened the spell. The rock over here has become soft enough for your workers to dig through. Excellent. It's time to lay waste to Magnus's cellar.
All right. I needed 300 prestige to do this, which that's part of why if you can get over here to this area, that's awesome. You can collect that. Yeah, we're gonna do. Never mind all of that. I'm gonna come hang out over here while they're mining that and see if I can. Let's have some more goblin workers. Okay, challenge failed. Loner. I don't care. I want more goblin minions. I like my goblin.
Just tore one of your heroes apart, Master.
Good. I like my little goblin buddies. Okay, that's been dug out over here. We're digging all this gold out. Five, 4, 3. And there we go. 7 to 7. I could actually do 8. I'm getting so much money right now, which is loads of fun. Just to see how much gold I can get if I can collect all of this. Is there any more gold on this map? I don't think there is, but there is quite a lot. Just looking around, making sure I got it all. Come on, hurry up, get these 2. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Oh yeah, and you can see the price of these has decreased as well. Okay, he's gonna run off. He's gonna run off. Is he gonna run off? He's gonna run off. Oh, so unpredictable. Okay, he's gonna go there. He's gonna. What are you doing? Okay. Now I can come over here. They'll mine all of this. They'll mine all of this. Heroes that become stronger. Fantastic. Maybe they can give me more soul energy by being stronger and not useless and weak. Meanwhile, I'm over here like probably about to be killed by all of them. Do like that. And these are all the scrolls and whatnot that I've. Okay, let's come over here. Let's see if we can take out some of these guys.
A hero managed to
3.
escape from your dungeon, Master.
That's not good. I'm taking out as many as I can. Come here. So I may crush you. Okay. Is that all the gold yet? Did we? No, we still have all of this gold to mine. My goodness. And I've got 8 of them going at it too. Get him. Crush him. Destroy him. It's not even like I need the money, but I feel like there's an achievement for harvesting all of the gold, which is why I'm doing it. Okay. Ooh. Oh, max rev level reached. Maxed reached. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Prestige. Prestige affects your attributes. Okay. Let's come over here. Down to a bunch of these. Some of these. A waiting room chair. I think that'd be funny to put here. They do have a good sense of humor, which I appreciate. I can't put these here. That there and there. Okay, we've almost collected all of the money. Collect it faster, I mean, it's faster. Is there any point to doing this? No. Come on, hurry up. Give gold, quickly.
One of your monsters has just killed a hero.
Great, I love hearing. Come on. Okay, looks like there's no achievement for that. Well, poo. Unless I'm missing one somewhere. Let's take all of them out. We're digging this way. Yeah, I don't see any other gold on the map.
This battle will be a great experience.
Let me do. All right, everything dead? Great. Let's go over this way. Come on. Okay, gates are open.
Alert! We're under attack!
Alert! We're under attack.
Walking experience points.
Gold! Die, vermin!
You're the vermin.
Forward!
All of you are nothing but vermin to me. Crush them. Destroy them. Okay, after I've killed him, I'm gonna go heal up.
Excellent, Master. That's the last of the cellar guards. Now, tear the cellar apart, and that useless magician will show himself.
No boy. Let's get back to my area of influence. Because you see, I'm not healing right now. Gradually regenerate over time, but only in your own area of influence. Yes. Okay, so what I could do is I can sell these, and I can put one here and put one. Once that's there, I can put another one over here, and then I can put this. No, not quite. Maybe I can put one here. Can this be in my area of influence? Okay. Yeah, right here can be in my area of influence. Great. Let's just dig this. Can't dig there because of gimmick. Well, let me tell you a thing or two about gimmicks. Yeah, so right in this area. Okay. So we're gonna have a boss fight once I've destroyed all of this. Come over this way. I have no more attribute points, no more skill points. Crush that. That one, I think this is the last one, right?
What fiend dares pollute my cellar with his odious presence? That was a very big, very stupid mistake. And now, your time has come. Prepare to die. The legendary undead butcher, Butch, will be fighting at my side. First, I had to defeat him in battle and then rejoin some of his body parts. But after that, he joined me.
Master, did you hear that? This Butch would be a great ally for us. Maybe he will join you. But before he does, you must first defeat him in battle. I believe in you, Master. Go out there and kick his fat zombie butcher butt.
Yes, let's crush him. Can we focus on Butch?
40 enemies. Adava Kadivra.
No, I thought Butch was dead. He's not dead. There we go. Now he's dead.
Excellent, Master. You certainly showed that magician. They'll soon be calling Pleasant Creek the River of Tears. In addition, you defeated the undead butcher and can summon him from now on. This mighty being will guard your dungeon heart for you, so that you no longer need to protect it yourself. Give it a try, Master. Summon him.
Yes. Okay, so to summon him, you come over here and you summon him here. I'm 1 prestige away. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's sell these. And let's put new one. Okay, you can see the timer here for how long it takes them to respawn. Or to spawn to start with. Alright, summoned.
Master, Butch is now at your disposal and awaits any hero stupid enough to enter your dungeon heart. I'm sure he'll prove to be extremely helpful in the future.
Great.
Ah, the terrified screams of the inhabitants are music to my ears. Since you saw to it that Magnus Pollenpicker is no more, nothing stands in the way of the hordes of evil.
Okay.
Happy Hills. Happy Hills is the home of lazy sheep, both the two-legged and the four-legged types. Master, I suggest you take the opportunity to make your name synonymous with fear and terror in the so-called minds of these docile fools. Show these good-natured idiots what a true Lord of Terror is, and increase your reputation and prestige. The increase in your power will bring you yet another step closer to your just revenge.
Wonderful. Okay, so clicking on these, you can actually go to previous maps and you can see.
Pleasant Creek.
So I have 6 of 7 here.
The mere mention of that so
Extremely
peaceful
destructive.
place makes
Destroy
my
at least
bones throb,
30
Master.
gimmicks.
Although, to be honest, with inhabitants as simple-minded as these,
Never
must have
have
been
more than
created to be
3 or more
subjugated by your
goblins.
reign of terror.
So,
Happy Hills.
and then this is Happy Hills, which we already heard. We heard him talk about that already.
Ah, you're finally here, oh hero of the underworld and master of terror. I have already dispatched dozens of scouts to spy upon the land and its people. Many of these groveling worms never made it back, but what can you do? This is a hero's entrance, Master. We should concentrate on materials for the time being. We'll need a few of these repulsive, good and bulgy-eyed heroes for that, so that we can squeeze them. I'm sure that you are well aware of how to handle this bunch, oh Lord of Terror.
All right. So, for this one, this back here is probably the most annoying if you connect it like that. What I usually do is I mine out a bunch of gold over here, and I get this area set up with bats, and I try to get all the way to over here as soon as possible. This come down like this. This is the first map that has libraries that you can build. I don't want to just have it like that. Ooh, maybe not even. Maybe have it like this. Okay, so these bats, heroes will show up here. They'll go like that. There's also this one here. And there is one other thing, which is very annoying. So the undead guy, the guy who asked for gold last time, he's gonna come back and he's gonna ask for more stuff this time. It's very annoying. So just, this is one of those things you just have to be careful. Yeah. Since the dungeon heart is so close to this, I'm not terribly worried about that right now. All right, I do want to put a pile of gold over here, like this. Move you away a little bit. And go ahead and start getting a little bit of area of influence expansion. This is one of the first maps where I personally feel like it does show that the game can sometimes be a bit slow. Hey, Skelly. All right, here we go. This is what I want. That. I hope all is well with you. Could do it like that, actually. This. All right, well, I mean, that's just how it is sometimes. I know things are not always smooth as we would like them to be. that. Oh, why am I there? Just killing them before they can do anything. What's the point? Okay, I need more prestige for that, and I need more soul energy for these, and I need more goblins. Put you back here. Okay. But this is just the everything's kind of slow sometimes situation. Okay. I like these guys. I would like them to come like this. I want all of this gold. And I guess it would be like that. Here, heroes have become stronger. Fantastic. Good for the heroes. Great news for them. They're stronger. All right, we're coming up this way. We got these guys coming over. They are just masochistic and gold hungry. Okay, so I'll take out the bats. They'll be not that much happier.
This is my first real adventure.
Oh, this is your first real adventure, you say? Games do be like that sometimes. Yeah, they do be like that. Sometimes they're a little bit slow. Really?
The enemy.
Oh, oh.
I think I need to put another one there. Oh, hello, lady. Hi. Yeah, you're leaking on my floor, lady. Maybe I'm leaking, but it's fine. All right. We've got these two guys in here. We're collecting soul energy from them. Put here, so that way you collect gold a little faster. We're gonna dig here. There is a library down here, as well as a door somewhere down here. I saw it green for a second over here. There we go. This is going to be rats, which are these guys. The were rats. gonna let her collect some gold before I slay her and imprison her in my beautiful prison. Oh, are you not collecting more gold? What's wrong with you? Guess I have to fight you. Barely gonna give me any soul energy. And you suck. I'm gonna come hang out over here, I guess. More rats over here. So all of this stuff, eventually I can build it, but I can't sell these, which is very annoying to me. I really wish I could. What I usually end up doing is just filling up this study with monsters. And there's another study down here that I fill up with monsters too. Okay. If I put this there. Gold is actually the least of my concerns most of the time in this game. Okay. This increases my influence slightly and gives me a lot of vision, so I can actually see this now. Okay. Something like that. Really? Are you digging up gold for I'm just gonna stand here then. Hurry up. Dig. Dig my minions. I think having a little room over here. Like this. That could be fun. Have just a little monster room right here. Though that's kind of what this would probably end up being anyway. Enemies are stronger. Well, I'm barely getting any soul energy as it is, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's come over to this area. Let's take these guys out. And I'm going to throw down some rats. And along with... Can I put down... I don't have enough prestige for that yet. Down a sconce there. All right, I have hit the gold over here, so I need to hang out over there. Getting soul energy. Become collection the soul energy. Oh, and he's This should allow multiple of them to come over here and dig now. Nice windy tunnel everywhere. There. My prestige is at 32. Oh yeah, I do have new skills. What do you think of this? Okay. Skill, spell, skill, spell, skill. If I do that, yeah, then now I can do this. Begin to rot, lose their soul energy if you don't lock them up in the prison away. This skill grants a short protection period so they don't lose any of that precious energy. Yes, that would be ideal. Duration 8 seconds. Let's go up to 12, and then let's also put some points into this, make everything cheaper. Then for attribute points, I want 1 more in Constitution, 5 more in Strength, and then I'll have 3 left, which I can play with later. Come on. Come on. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig. Did more digging. Did less singing. Gotta dig, 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 dig. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so now that's in my area of influence, and I can start putting things in here. Okay, let's sell this. But I want to put one near this. I do kind of want to do that, but I think I'm going to hold off. I believe this is in my influence, right? Yeah, so that's 32, and then this would put it up to 44 when I get this one. I do want this one here, which is why I'm putting one here. And I think I'm gonna get rid of this. This doesn't serve any point. Having this room full of bats, I think, could be interesting. Oh, shut up. I don't like you.
Am I?
Damn it. The old bag of bones is the last thing we needed.
Ah, my faithful subordinate. I hope your feeble dungeon grows and prospers while you waste your time with this crummy level. I have an extremely delicate assignment for you. This is the grave of my dear friend Lilith. May she enjoy her undeath in peace. Unfortunately, the dear thing is currently busy descending on the humans with an army of zombies to force magazine subscriptions. Or something even worse on them. That is why I promised to take care of her grave and water the flowers.
Magazine
It's
subscriptions.
an extremely interesting story. However, we really have more important things to do.
Quiet, you living something. Before I treat myself to your brain for dessert.
I'm already quiet.
Where was I? Oh yes, care for the flowers and water them. But hurry up, otherwise they will wither, and that would arouse my anger.
If you really want to take care of this miserable thing, Master, then you better hurry up. The undead are not known for their patience, although I guess they are actually. But not that bag of bones. Who knows how much time we have? In order to water the flowers, you simply have to click on them, Master.
It's a little bit more than just clicking on them, but yes. So now I have this area that I need to get to. I have 15 minutes. And this is another thing that they explain very poorly. And I feel like if you think about it from like a teenager's perspective, they're like, well, I explain it poorly because I want the player to figure it out on their own. It's not a good idea to introduce mechanics by explaining them poorly. But that's what I mean by sometimes I do feel like they're a little bit they don't think things all the way through when they're explaining it. So it's like they made a simple mechanic, but then they felt like it was too simple, so they added extra steps, but then they didn't explain the extra steps. That is the feeling that I get from this.
A hero died while fighting a monster.
Okay. This is close enough. Would one back still be close enough? Because if it would, I could probably have this part cut out. I mean, I kind of want to have this part cut out anyway, but let's see. Okay, and I can sell this now. I am going to need to ask them to stop digging in these areas. Because I need this, not this, I need this cut.
Those sneaky do-gooders are attacking the dungeon heart.
Oh, not good. I need 100 prestige for that. Huge wall shelf. See that. Chop up this one. I could do another wall shelf here. How about I do a wall shelf here? 95. Let's do a glowy thing. There we go. All right. I can get some extra prison cells now. Okay, so what is the issue? Apparently, didn't do this spaced properly. See, it looks like one would fit here, but it doesn't seem to want to fit. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna have to live with having until I can get something like that. This will be a large dungeon at some point. Got 9 minutes left. Plenty of time. Oh, where am I? Where's my dude? He's over here. Yeah, let's go back this way. I can take this guy out and then use the portal to go back to where I was. Okay. It's like a town portal in Diablo. And up here you can see that my heart has taken 15 damage. Gotta take out this skeleton. This is a place that I cannot gain access to. They won't let you claim this area on this map. At least they wouldn't when I played this previously. Okay, so what the mechanic is not look at the flower. The mechanic is come over to this water, which you collect the water and then the water turns off. And then you come over here and you feed the flower. Okay, so if you come back over here, you would think, oh, okay, maybe I get more water that way. And then you come back over here and it says, oh no, go get more water. But there's no water coming out. And so then you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? There's a lever right here that is very easy to miss. So you have to click the lever to turn the water back on. Something they never said. Then you pick up the water and it turns off again. And then you put the water on these flowers.
Wonderful! You are so fast, it's making my head spin. These flowers are saved for the time being, and the old bag of bones will hopefully leave us alone for a bit.
But that's what I mean by sometimes I feel like it's half explained as if you made it for senior project or something like that, which to be fair, making a game for senior project is pretty cool, but it's also not outside of the realm of what someone would be capable of doing in like 2011. Making something this complex might be a little bit beyond, but it's not that hard to believe that someone could have made this as a senior project. And for anyone who doesn't know what a senior project is, it's your senior year of high school. You are tasked with doing some sort of project or presentation of some variety, which basically involves your future intended career, or at least that's how it's always been explained to, or that's how I've always thought of it. That's how I should say it. Yeah, it's not outside of the realm of possibilities in my mind that, oh, and to heal you just use gold. So to me it's not the, so this is no medic, challenge failed, no medic. Basically don't heal the heart, but I healed the heart because whatever, I don't care. I'm not here to do challenges. I'm here to play the game. Any kind of challenges I could do off stream if I so choose. I think just getting it done is ideal for on stream. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start opening some of these doors.
You have opened a hero's entrance, Master.
Okay, open this one. That's not even mined out yet. There's one over here. I am getting to the point though where I need more souls, more soul energy. And that does mean I'm going to need some pentagrams in here. Whoops, I did not mean to put that there. Some skeletons here. I'm going to put a big pile of gold right here.
Master, the dungeon heart is taking damage.
Again. Give me a second.
You have opened a new entrance, Master.
Yeah. What I ended up doing another time was just putting monsters here to protect the dungeon heart. I stopped having to do this all the time. It's very annoying. Okay. But I do need soul energy, so that's also kind of important.
Walking experience points.
So what I can do one more here. This door's open. Fantastic. It's kind of a slow grind now. Just needing more prestige. So this and this I could potentially sell in the future. Like this is probably not going to be enough, but over here, this one, that's the one I'll probably end up needing to deal with. 3 of 6 for prison cells.
I'm gonna take the gold item and buy myself some new equipment from the smith in town.
She is getting soul energy, which is great. So all of them are starting to get soul energy a little bit better. They're stronger. My minions are stronger. They get soul energy more easily. They also die a little bit less easily. It's all working out. I'm gonna come over here. So what ends up happening in this room, because of the way that everything is set up, is they come over and they get maybe a little bit of the gold, and then something respawns that stops them from being able to do much of anything, and eventually they probably are going to get killed. And that's the gist of how that room is supposed to work. I do feel like the skeletons are not great. Not that they're horrible, but could be better. Okay, I think I want to put that there. Then I want to sell this one. Yeah, I still got the room. Great. But this is a great room for just harvesting soul. You make them a little bit happy, and then you harvest their soul. I could even turn this into a library with something like this. Yeah. Chandeliers. Throw down a couple of those. They are getting high enough that I went to just take them out, though. Their soul energy is getting pretty high. And I want to take them out before they're tempted to leave.
There comes my level up. This battle will be a great experience.
Look, Master. A novice has entered your dungeon.
All right.
At higher levels, these pseudo-intellectual heroes develop a weakness for books and libraries. So, if you want to satisfy these whiny little bookworms, you should build the appropriate room. A room must be at least 2 by 2 fields in size, Master. At the moment, that should be big enough. Later, when more gimmicks are available, you should build larger rooms.
Okay, so for this, the novices, they like libraries, which is this room here. They give you this one for free and this one for free as well.
A monster just tore one of your heroes apart, Master.
So what I'm going to try to do get all the way over to here with my influence. This one I'll probably have to keep. This one I can sell. Over this one.
I have another request for you, my servant. I need armies, huge armies, to slaughter these wretchedly mortals. Unfortunately, an army like that devours more than just tons of brains. It also requires a considerable amount of soul energy. Send me soul energy so that I can maintain my army.
Master, if you really want to send that crummy old pile of bones your soul energy, then you will have to use this column. But remember that it's your hard-earned soul energy we're talking about here.
Okay, so this is the part that's kind of annoying with the zombie guy. He's gonna ask for soul energy.
One of your monsters has just killed a hero.
It's 50, which is not that much, but it's just enough that it's kind of annoying.
One of your monsters has just killed a hero.
What I can do now, I can open this door. Novices will come in and they will come to this room and they will annoy me.
You have opened a hero's entrance, Master.
But they also produce so much soul energy that it's kind of, it's worth the annoyance. Okay, and you can see some of the heroes have made it into this room because you can see that the monsters have taken some damage. Let's give him soul energy.
It almost breaks my heart just thinking about all that sweet soul energy. But at least that will make the old carcass leave us alone for a while.
And for a while is accurate. He will eventually ask for more. So you do have to take some time and deal with him every so often. Yeah, that one's open. I can open this one as well, since it's not leading up like that, leading over. So this one is perfectly fine to open.
A new entrance has been opened.
Okay. So we have this, we have these guys here. I'm thinking I can probably get rid of some of these. So I am getting soul energy from them, which is nice. Okay, I'm gonna need more prestige. What's up? What's that? There we go. Put that floating there, I guess. Open here. Pull this guy. $36 soul energy. No, that's not too bad. Yeah, so what he wants is he wants knowledge.
One of your monsters has just killed a hero.
Which is why I want to turn this room into a library.
Ah, you have begun to build a library, Master. Greedy novices will soon pounce on it to satisfy their pathetic need for knowledge.
Okay, so this is going to be a massive library. But by having it this room with all the monsters in it could work. Okay, now we can have some bookshelves over here. Can't put one there. Over. What is it? What's the issue? Block. Okay. Put some over there. But this is an absolutely massive room. There. See that's in the way, so I can't put that there. I can only have one of these in a room, I believe.
Someone's attacking you.
Well, that someone is dead, so whatever. Take him out. And you can see my health here, which is kind of what I'm keeping an eye on to make sure.
I need more soul energy for my armies.
Yeah. More soul energy. Take this one out. Ah, that's 61. That's pretty good. All right. Then I'm going to bring him back. How we doing on this? Almost have enough for that one, at least. Put down. How many of these can I put down?
I believe I just heard something like a ding or something of the kind. No, I guess I was wrong. Master, a mighty champion has just entered the dungeon. These foul heroes have no special needs, but only want to destroy you and your dungeon heart. Not only that, they are also extremely powerful fighters. And if that wasn't bad enough, their very presence makes the other heroes unhappy. They're not above inciting the others against you either.
Okay, so now we've got champions who are going to come in and they're going to go straight for the dungeon heart, which is kind of what these guys are here for, to help with that. I can go ahead and give him 50, get him off my back.
It almost breaks my heart.
He says the same thing every time. We don't need to listen to it every time. So you can see champion coming this way. You can see them over here. Increase the level of everything. And here he comes. Okay. See if I can take out the bookworm. Okay. Pull him a little bit closer to get more of these monsters to be my cannon fodder. All right. There's 18 hit points left. He's dodging so much. There we go. We got him. Okay, now we are sort of on a mad dash to finish, but also as soon as we finish, we're going to have one last big wave of enemies show up. Okay, we are 8 away, which means this. I basically just need one more thing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to see if I can take out these guys. Let's get a little bit more prestige. Not prestige, soul energy before I finish off my prestige. I'm not seeing anyone going for that one. Ooh, we have guys coming over here for this. All right. So it might actually benefit me to take down some of these guys. Okay, these wall cells, kind of useful. Can I do that? Yeah, I don't think I could do that. There we go. So now I've got 12 prison cells, which means I can harvest even more soul energy even faster. I want to make sure I have my guardian up before I trigger the final bit. Next champion in 1 minute. That guy. Let's go open this door. Not that it's necessary, but I don't know. Let's open all the doors. I think that's the last one. Got this door open. It's open. That's open. That's open. Yeah, I think this is the last one. And it's just because I went all the way around to get to it. Totally unnecessary, but I did. Challenge failed.
You have opened a hero's entrance, Master.
Just notice the challenge failed. I don't even know what that means. I didn't get any warning about a challenge of any variety. But I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, summon. And we are going to put down this.
Master, it is done. You are now known and feared throughout the land. You will surely go down in the annals of evil. Wait, what was that?
All right.
Master, your malicious reputation evidently got around faster than we thought and enticed a few powerful knights to come to the dungeon. I'm afraid you're going to have to deal with them.
Oh, don't worry. I will deal with them myself.
I need more soul energy for my armies.
Yes, yes, yes. Here you are, you annoying zombie. It's the same thing every damn time. Where are the champions? They're over here. Here. So now we just kind of chill. Wait for them to show up. I am harvesting soul energy while they make their way over. Got a decent amount of soul energy in here too. I should be able to level up my monsters one more time. Oh no, max level reached. Never mind. Well. Ooh, we have 3 knights and a champion. We got a lot of enemies that we got to deal with. Need to keep an eye on my health. Back. More. Come on.
Your guardian is under attack.
Yes, he is. Doing his job. Okay, 1. So I've got him pulled up here so I can keep an eye on his hit points. I believe this is also his health bar. Soul manager.
Master, your guardian is under attack.
Yeah, I know. We're fighting, man. Chill. All right, all my monsters have respawned.
Excellent. Very excellent. Of course, I never doubted you, Master. You did those knights in quicker than the eye could follow. I humbly bow to your treachery and deceit.
As you should.
Wonderful. I took the liberty of putting the fox in charge of the hen house, so to speak, and letting the inhabitants graze on the pasture while the sheep look after them. A singular sight.
Yes. Well.
Sleepy Manor. Yuck.
We will do Sleepy Manor next time. For now, we shall end the VOD here, but I will continue playing. I'm going to swap games. But if you are watching the VOD, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, stay healthy and continue to stay awesome. Bye.